The differences between the House and Senate bills are not just about whether the expiring provisions should be extended for 2 months or for all of 2012. The Republican majority House wants budget cuts that Democrats oppose. They include the elimination of more than $20 billion of spending planned under the health care law passed last year. The House also wants to cut the maximum length of unemployment benefits from 99 weeks to 79 weeks and then eventually reduce it to 59 weeks. And the bill also seeks to block some air pollution rules for industrial boilers and incinerators. Joining me now live from Atlanta is Jason Johnson, an associate professor of political science and communication at Hiram College. Jason, thanks for being here tonight.
Thank you.
So why not accept the Senate version to guarantee the payroll tax holiday and then in return just come back in January and hammer out a deal that would cover the next year?
Because many of the Republicans in the House are dead set on doing anything they can to stop President Obama. Right now what you've kind of got from John Boehner is, I'd rather let the entire House flood than patch in a few holes in the roof. There's a Senate bill that exists right now. You've got Republicans in the Senate who agree with it to extend for 2 months, and the House just won't do it. They really want to try and stop President Obama.
You know, the House says it wants to assemble conferees to negotiate a new bill and that it'll stay as long as it takes to make that happen. Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid says he's not going to budge unless the House passes the Senate version. So it just sounds like we're at yet another impasse.
Oh, this is an impasse, and this is one that's actually really going to hurt the American people. If you look at it, unemployment went down last month. This is one of the best Christmas seasons that we've had in the recession, and this is the kind of news that stifles economic growth. The problem is, for both Barack Obama and the House and the Senate, is the American public doesn't really care who's responsible. People and American voters are just angry this is happening, and Boehner is not helping the situation.
So we have legitimate bipartisan politics for maybe the first time in years, and they still can't get it done. What is Congress as a whole, Democrats and Republicans, what has it devolved into?
It's devolved into a big food fight between kids. And everybody is throwing spaghetti, back and forth at each other. That's essentially what we have right now. You have Republicans who are in the Senate who know that they're running for re-election next year, and they want to show that they've done something. You have Republicans who are in safe seats in the House who say, look, I came to Congress as a Tea Party person to make sure I never voted in favor of a tax cut or in favor of any sort of tax increase. And you have Barack Obama who's just hoping that he can blame all of this on Congress so that he can get re-elected next year. So everyone has a different motivation, and none of the motivations seem to be able to work together.
Well, and Harry Reid and John Boehner both have incredibly low approval ratings. How do you, one, move forward from such a low point, and is it possible to really get anything done before the end of the year?
If you think back, this is the same thing that we had with the super committee situation. The super committee didn't accomplish anything, and the reason why is because everybody's looking at their watch for November of 2012. Republicans think they're going to get a Republican president, so they have no incentive to negotiate now. Democrats think they're going to take the House back, so they have no incentive to negotiate now. So both sides are pretty much sitting on their thumbs thinking, I'm going to look like I'm attempting to pass policy, but really I just want to be able to point my finger at somebody else for the next 10 months. And the problem is, Americans are going to suffer. People who are out of work, people who need unemployment benefits are going to suffer while these two parties bicker back and forth.
Jason Johnson, nice talking to you tonight. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.